Well, thank you, Lisa, for such a kind introduction. It's great to be in Bell's Corner today. It's un plaisir d'être ici avec vous. I wanted to say it's been an honor to have a friend like Lisa for 20 years. I still remember meeting Lisa for the very first time in Halifax. The one thing you learn immediately about Lisa, she's never going to be shy. No one's ever going to get Lisa not to stand firmly for what she believes in. And during the last 3 weeks as leader of the Ontario PC Party, not only have I realized how lucky I am to have someone like Lisa as a friend, but how lucky the city of Ottawa is, how lucky Eastern Ontario is. Because on any topic, is Ottawa getting its fair share? You know, this is someone that is going to be a star for our party in the years ahead. And I just wanted to come. I asked if I could come to Lisa's pancake breakfast today to say to Lisa's constituents how excited I am to work with Lisa at Queen's Park, and we're going to give the Liberals no end of frustrations over the next few years. You know, right after the leadership, one of my first opportunities was they asked if I'd speak at the provincial legislature to welcome the Quebec Premier to Queen's Park. And because they were giving permission to the Quebec Premier to speak, they gave me permission to speak on the floor of the legislature as well. And I used it as an opportunity to talk about why, and I praised the government of Quebec for having balanced budgets and low hydro rates. Boy, did Kathleen Wynne look upset. And that's not going to stop. We're going to continue to point out the real challenges we face in Ontario. And the one thing I've learned is that some of the challenges we're facing, regardless of whether it's in Ottawa or Timmins or Toronto, the commonality of those problems is a lot more than we'd ever anticipate. You know, I was speaking at the Canadian Mining Expo earlier this week, and the big issues that came up were transportation corridors, energy, and red tape. You know, you hear about companies leaving Ontario, and you hear about energy rates, you hear about transportation corridors. Well, at the beginning of this leadership campaign, I talked about the advice someone from Gujarat had given me. I think Biju George is here, who's a Gujarati, but the very successful chief minister in Gujarat said to me when I asked him, how did you make your state successful? He said, good roads to get product to marketplace, cheap power, and no red tape. Yeah. Boy, would I love to have that in Ontario. And what you're learning and what we're going to continue to highlight at Queen's Park is these are areas that the government of Ontario is failing Ontario on. And with the help of Jack and Jim and Lisa, we are going to make sure that we expose this government for how they've been a disservice to the province of Ontario. We're going to do that every day. We're not going to cede any area of the province to them. We're going to make sure that we take our ideas and what's in the best interest of Ontario to the Liberals, to the NDP, in every corner of this province. And I can tell you, you know, the 76,000 members that joined our party, that is only the tip of the iceberg. We're going to continue to grow this Conservative family. We're going to continue to make sure that we get it right, because the province of Ontario needs individuals like Jack and Jim and Lisa, not in opposition. We need them in government, writing the course of our province. And you can imagine the great work these individuals would do for the city of Ottawa, the great work they do for the city of, to the province of Ontario, if we had the privilege to be on the government ranks. And we're going to make sure we get it done correct this time. I see David Gibbons is here, and David has been an unapologetic supporter of Eastern Ontario. And a year ago, David Gibbons said to Lisa and myself, we need to have the next party conference in Ottawa and Eastern Ontario. Well, I'm pleased to join Lisa and Jim and Jack today and say that our next party conference to elect our executive and to form the structure of the party will be here in Ottawa in March of 2016. And I guess the one benefit of being an MP for 9 years is that I lived in Ottawa for 9 years. I lived here here 4 days a week, and I love the city of Ottawa. You can't help but live here and fall in love with the city, fall in love with how friendly everyone is, and rest assured I will work with Lisa, and I will make sure that we can continue to make this city an incredible place to live. Today is too hot for long speeches. It's an opportunity to break bread and share pancakes together. So I'm going to keep my remarks short, but just to say thank you for your support of Lisa MacLeod, and I look forward to attending many more functions in the weeks and years ahead with Lisa MacLeod. And you are so lucky to have a public representative of the caliber and integrity of Lisa MacLeod. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Before I introduce our BIA chair here in Bell's Corners to close up this, I have a few thank yous to make, and I would like it if you give them a big round of applause. My former assistant, Kayla, who has been one of my most loyal friends, she organized all this with Alex Lewis of the BIA. Thank you to Kayla and to Alex. And to my staff, both in Toronto and here in P and Carleton, as well as a number of volunteers. You know, they put up signs yesterday. People thought there was a snap election. I wish. Good God, I wish. In any event, that didn't happen. But they did a great job. And my former assistant, Daryl, he's retired. He comes back and he cooks pancakes every year. Big D, I love you. Thank you so much. And Helen is here. And Pam and Doug Champagne did a phenomenal job, didn't they? All the materials that we had here today came from Kelly Ross's in Ross's Independent of Barrhaven. And I have one extra thing to say. I've rotated this event around the riding over the years. Next year I'm going to take this show to Riverside South. So I'm really looking forward to that. It'll be my first time like it is here. So without further ado, the man who raised $250 for our new hospice in Canada. Come on out, Alex.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've raised some pretty good money for some local charities. I also have some people to thank. Lisa MacLeod mostly for bringing most of you guys out here today. That's pretty amazing. I want to thank Patrick Brown for swinging in. I know most of us are pretty happy to see him here. Last but not least, guys, we want you to take advantage of the Midway. We want you to get out on some rides. We want you to have a little bit of fun. That's what this is all about. So, without further ado, that concludes where we're at today. So, I can't forget. So, who's participating in that? Scott? Oh, okay, no, never mind. Jack McLaren, myself, Elaine, and Jim and George, we're all going to compete in the cow milking contest. Lisa will be judging it. Is the mayor still here? I think the mayor's gone.
I wanted to milk against riding the cow.
He's got a bake sale to go to. Anyways, we're going to be doing that over there, folks, so I hope you enjoyed your pancakes. I hope you've enjoyed Bell's Corners. We've been making some pretty positive changes here in this neighborhood. We hope to continue to be able to do those, and we hope that you continue to sit behind us and support us in that venture. So, welcome to beautiful Bell's Corners. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and cow milking contest in about 5 minutes.